Tell me why I started my week trapped in Reno. I spent most of the day working on photo cards for the Fairy Gala event at the casino. My flight was delayed just a little bit, but I had the whole row to myself, so I really couldn't complain. Then it got further delayed because a Portland flight was canceled, so they moved everybody from that flight onto this Seattle flight, and it took an extra little while, but at least we all got back at least a little bit toward home. I absolutely crashed, but I wanted to make sure that the next day I got the balcony cleaned up and we could make another space in our tiny apartment. I took care of the cleaning portion. My extremely competent wife was able to get the furniture together no problem. So I've spent most of the week outside having a really good time, finally getting a little bit of work done.
We're working on Momo right now. I just kind of cleaned up the Jinshi sketch, which is obviously not, like, clean yet, but I don't usually have the cleanest sketches anyway, but we're working on that. We're gonna get this one cleaned up. I'd love to get my flats down, but we'll see. I'm also working on the Oran cookies. They're gonna be so freaking cute. I love the honey one, but I'm a little nervous about these. It's something I haven't tried before. It's a different kind of design that I'm used to, so it'll be interesting for sure. But I think we're just gonna focus on Momo right now. This is obviously a little bit messy. It's probably gonna take a couple rounds of sketching. I'm such a slow sketcher in general. I know that I don't want it as still as this, but because Jinshi is very moving that way, I want to see if I can get more flow this way. And I think our hair is gonna be a really easy way to get that started.
I am now roughly a month removed from my graduation and my art school experience, which means that I'm starting to feel a little bit more like a human being. I'm starting to think about things like composition again, which is kind of feeling brand new. It's also a little bit disappointing to me how susceptible I am to the concept of novelty. My brain has been a tar pit for about the last month, and it hasn't really been doing anything good, but the moment that we put that outdoor furniture and I got to work in a new space, I have been feeling so good. My biggest goals this week are to get through the Jinshi and Mama standee and to work on the Oran cookie pins. Anything else I can finish would be amazing, but I'm feeling very good about getting these two tasks finished at least. I'm trying to focus more on smaller items like acrylic standees and some charms because I've been doing a lot of really heavy production items. I just don't think that my wallet can deal with doing another set of enamel pins this year, and that's a huge bummer because I love designing for enamel pins and apparel right now, but I just cannot afford to keep going down that road. It's something that's profitable long term, but I put too many things too close together and it's just been a little bit of a nightmare. Luckily, the fact that I've been working on all that kind of stuff and putting that into production means that doing smaller projects feels actually pretty feasible and achievable. I spent most of this week on the balcony having a really great time working through things, and I think that I'm getting through a lot of the smaller projects I've had on the back burner. I've been working on a lot of big things, so a lot of the small ideas have gotten put on the back burner, but I've spent a lot of time this week on them, and I really enjoyed it. We're kind of in a weird situation with dinner right now because it's summer, so I want to eat nothing but fresh fruit and veg, but it's also diarrhea time, so we're doing spinach and artichoke chicken and frozen broccoli and frozen corn, and I'm taking a risk on a peach, but the peaches have been solid so far, and there's not really cases in my state yet, so hopefully that holds. There's been a few, but, like, I need a little treat, and my peach is the best I can do right now. So the great news is that we went through and we cleaned up everything. The shop is still kind of a nightmare. We're having fun with that. I still need to grade those pins, which will be a next week issue for probably after I get the rest of the stuff finished. I'm really struggling to get through my photo cards, but hopefully we'll have that done soon. Also, I am so obsessed. She just came in. I loved Sasha when I was little, but I could never find her because they didn't sell her in my town. But she's so much easier to get now, and I love her, and she's gonna be a birthday present for our friend Jess. I'm so excited, oh my god. These guys are also part of the present. They're so freaking cute.
Oh my god.
Please show me more of your frog, oh my god.
Okay, so the way it works is it's attached with a button here. So if you don't want the frog to be on here, you just take this off from around the button, slip
his
this out
button
of the arm.
Why you got a coochie button?
And then you can put it back on, just slipping this around. Slip this back through the arm here, and then just put it back around the button.
Can I investigate this button a little?
Yeah.
Okay, it does feel a bit almost butthole-y.
It's not in the butthole spot. The butthole is covered by the swing.
Sometimes the butthole is, like, on the side, you know?
No.
You order...
He does have a butthole. It's covered by the swing.
Oh my god. Can I...
No, the swing doesn't come off.
Oh, man. Well, sorry for violating you, little guy. I love him. He's so good. Oh my god. He's amazing.
Unfortunately, my wife is extremely talented, and she ended up making a way better present for Jess than could ever be purchased at a store. I am in love with this bag. It is so freaking cute. Oh my god.
I haven't been able to use the cup holder just yet because all my mugs don't fit, but my molasses drink does. Woohoo! Alright, I'm trying something new from... I'm stealing this from Sarah from Adorka Stock. But I saw Sarah doing something that's just like an absolute master list of tasks. And every time she finishes like a set of these pages, she moves everything into the next set. And I thought that that would be kind of nice to try out.
I kind of did hate the process of writing out every single one of my tasks because it made me realize I have a lot on my plate, and I hate having to realize that and having to know that that means I'm going to actually have to put in some effort. But honestly, the more that I wrote it out, it felt like I was going to be able to get a lot done in the next couple weeks, and then I'm going to have such an easy rest of summer. And sometimes the promise that I'm going to have an easier time in a little while means that I'm going to be doing okay in the current because I know that good stuff is coming soon.
Alright, so this leaves us with this as our grand list for right now. I have some other stuff I want to work on in the nearish future, but for right now, this is about it. I'm gonna try to get through a bulk of that next week, but we'll see. I wasn't super productive this week, but it is what it is. I don't think I was super productive this week, but I definitely was better than my first week after graduation. I think that that's been a huge improvement. I definitely have gotten better. It's been helpful that the weather has been so nice, and I just got the balcony set up, and I have a fun new drink set. I'm hoping that I can get better into balance sometime. Like, I feel like I lost all my sense of discipline when I went to school. Everything was held to a deadline, and if I really, really, really hated it, I could probably skip it and get away with it. So I'm back to being like on my own, and I used to be very well disciplined and very self-motivated, but I'm not as good as I used to be. So we're gonna be working on that a lot more, and hopefully that'll be good. I have a pretty hefty bit of photo card work to get through for the Fairy Gala, and then I also have some photo card holders I want to work on really soon. There's also a good number of enamel pins, and that's maybe not a next week issue, but because I have so much of August off, the only event I actually have to travel to is going to be the Fairy Gala event in Vancouver, in Washington, not in Canada. The lesser Vancouver. Because I just have that, I'm trying to make sure that I have everything prepped, and then I can just use the entirety of August and keep the momentum. And that means I'm building the momentum. We're not quite there yet, but I do feel less like I'm dying. I think a lot of it was Brooke really went at the apartment. We have a tiny one bedroom. It's a glorified studio. And brother? Hello? Anyway, our apartment is better and cleaner and nicer than it's been in a hot minute, so I think that that's really, really helping out. And I have this outside spot, and the weather's been beautiful, so I think that there's a lot coming together that I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I feel less like I'm in goo, and more like I can get stuff done. I have a couple last things I want to finish up for the week today, and then we have Jess's birthday party tomorrow, and we get to watch Project Runway all day. It's gonna be so much fun. So, I will see you guys next week. We'll have another studio vlog, and then shortly after we'll have the Fairy Gala vlog as well. Alright, bye-bye!